Good morning, sixth grade. Ms. Riggs here, and I just wanted to do a quick lesson with you to kind of pick up where we left off last time, where we were talking about bullying. And so today we're going to specifically focus on cyberbullying. So thinking about bullying that takes place on electronics. All right, so I'm going to share some slides with you really quickly. Let's see here. Okay, so to just kind of review, cyberbullying is bullying with electronic technology. So we're going to do some questions to kind of see where we are in our knowledge. So this should be a review because we did talk about this last year, but I want to review it again this year. It's a very important topic, and it does occasionally still come up with some of you, and so it's something that we always want to be aware of. And especially the older you get, the more time you're going to be spending on technology, the more you're going to have to really monitor your digital citizenship, is what we call it. That's how we behave and conduct ourselves online or on the phone. So, number one says, which of the following is cyberbullying? So, your choices: A, sending mean chat, text, or email messages; B, creating mean websites or web pages; C, posting embarrassing or mean messages or comments about someone else online; or D, all of the above. All right. And hopefully you knew that that was D, all of the above. Like I said, cyberbullying can take place on our phones via text. They can take place in our email, or they oftentimes will take place in social media. So, I know some of you talk to each other through video games with the chat features, Facebook, Instagram. Some of you talk on the WhatsApp or the WhatsApp app, and some of you talk on Snapchat. There are so many different avenues with technology for us to communicate with each other, and we have to be monitoring our behavior on those sites and also monitoring what's happening to us anytime we use those kinds of technology. Cyberbullying is not as harmful as other types of bullying because you can't see the person who is doing it. Is that true or false? Hopefully you knew that that is false. Cyberbullying is every bit as harmful, and if not, sometimes in some cases more so, because when cyberbullying happens, a couple of things. First of all, sometimes people tend to be braver over technology than they would ever be in person. So sometimes the bullying can even be a little more severe than what it would be if it was happening in person, because a lot of people who maybe wouldn't be brave enough to say something to your face or to punch you or something like that, when they get behind a keyboard or on their phone, they feel kind of some separation from you. And so it sometimes creates a place where they feel like they can be even more hurtful, and the things they can say can be even more harmful. Also true because when we're dealing with the internet, or even communicating on a phone where there's the ability to screenshot, sometimes it doesn't go away as easily or quickly as bullying in person does, because once it's out there, it's out there. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. How is cyberbullying different from other kinds of bullying? Well, so your choices are: the person bullying can be anonymous, at least at first. It can happen any time of the day or night. A mean post can go to lots of people fast, kind of like what we were just talking about, or all of the above. And you know that that's all of the above. Again, that person feels like they can kind of hide, and so they might tend to be meaner or more bold than they normally would be. It can happen any time of day or night. So this is not just exclusive to school. Whereas if you're getting bullied in person at school, you do get to go home at the end of the day, and you don't have to stress about seeing that person at home, or maybe they don't live in your neighborhood or you're part of the neighborhood, and so you can get away from them. But when you are dealing with a cyberbully, that can follow you any time of day or night because they can reach you via technology anytime. And then, like I'd said before, a mean post or something of that nature can go to a lot of people fast. So let's say that you're on Snapchat and you said something really hurtful and that person screenshotted it really quickly. They can send that to everybody quickly. 500 people can get it within, because if that person sends it to 20 people and then they send it to 30 people and so on. So technology can make those things travel really fast. Bystanders to cyberbullying can do nothing to stop it because it's online. Once it's online, there's nothing you can do about it. Is that true or false? Obviously, we know that that's false. There are things that we can do about cyberbullying. Now, it is true that cyberbullying can be more challenging to deal with because, again, once it's online, there sometimes is not a lot we can do about it, in the sense that we can't always get to everyone who saw it. Sometimes we don't have the power to delete things, but a lot of times there are things that we can do. And getting an adult to help you with that is the first step most of the time. Okay. So thinking about that, I'm going to pull this up really quick. Let me pop out here for a second. Oh. All right.